Hello and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today's topic is focused on Google Colab. As soon as Google Colab is opened, the initialization process begins immediately. A new file can also be created here. For instance, a fresh notebook has just been launched. It will take a moment to load. After loading, it will start running directly through the drive. Previously, code was written directly in this space. Now, the complete file will be saved here. Once closed, a full web builder becomes accessible. All the available options are displayed. Code can be written right here. One simply needs to choose between code or text. A complete coding notebook can be built from this section. However, there's now an updated feature that allows integration with Gemini. Gemini can be added directly. It can be used under full preferences. It will now be inserted here. The instruction is to create a fully functional application in Python. The options haven't been added yet. It seems the process was paused. The plan is to include it once more. Let's observe whether it builds the entire app from start to finish. Naturally, this will require some time. The toggle has now been activated. A complete plan has been provided. It outlines the prior steps and the method to build everything. All necessary results are covered. The goal here is a functional app for managing a to-do list. The system will begin processing immediately. It will appear in the toggle menu. If the code is initiated directly, the coding section displays all components. It outlines features such as designing a to-do list, implementing task addition, viewing tasks, and similar functions. The next step is to choose Accept and Auto Run. A confirmation appears asking whether to proceed with auto running. Once confirmed, all processes begin to run automatically. Preparations are now underway. All related steps are included. In earlier cases, completing any task followed a different process. Previously, Gemini was used by asking questions like, "What is Python?" or entering similar queries. This would redirect to the Python section, where responses would be generated instantly. These could be read and understood right away. If a code needs to be created here, the next step is straightforward. Simply navigate to the appropriate section, and a code snippet will be provided. This applies to integration with the Google app as well. The implementation process has now begun, step by step. Initially, it focuses on designing the to-do application, then moves on to implementation, ensuring continuous task progress. Various options can be created accordingly. System statistics are also available, showing details such as RAM usage. After analyzing system RAM, disk storage utilization is also shown. These stats help determine how resources are being used. Available task options can now be viewed, and the last executed cell is currently active. Similarly, in a single session, any requested application is provided promptly. It can be executed directly without delay. Once coding begins, files related to the code base begin to appear. All relevant files are gathered automatically and can be integrated into the current development. Basic secrets are also accessible, where any required API keys can be imported. Since a professional version is in use, as mentioned earlier, the Pro model is enabled, which eliminates the need to manually add those configurations. At this point, the chatbot is fully loaded with task-related parameters incorporating everything needed for execution. An application loop is also added, managing everything from the front end to the back end, completing the process automatically. Whenever input is required, any value entered is directly integrated. This initiates task generation. For example, a 32-second execution process begins. A specific task is being handled entirely from start to finish. Any desired tags can also be included within it. They will be displayed accordingly. Along with that, any previously generated code can be used with assistance from Gemini. The application loop can be executed, and all relevant processes will be initiated. The current environment uses Python 3, and a Python 3 model is active. This file can also be shared if needed. A brief wait is required while the main application loop is generated. At this point, the task has run directly. If Gemini is closed, it becomes evident that the entire coding agent has been generated from start to finish across multiple steps. If there's a need to execute everything directly, it can be done from the execution panel. The code for the to-do application will be compiled, incorporating all tasks. If an additional item needs to be added, a command can be entered. The add command is available, and any other command can also be included as needed. If exiting is desired, clicking the exit option will complete the session. A task has now been successfully added. As it appears, the prompt Enter Task Description is displayed. The exit task has already been added. Suppose there's a need to add another task. Selecting Add prompts entry of a new task description, such as I want to go out. Once entered, the task will be listed. To view it, clicking on View displays the tasks, and here both entries are shown, Exit and I want to go out. If the Exit option is selected, the application closes immediately. This particular application hasn't been built with a graphical interface. Instead, it runs through a simple function with all the essential features and logic. For further enhancement, ChatGPT can be used to generate a front end for the same application. This will provide a complete interface aligned with the logic previously created. Once generated, a design will be provided, which begins with setting up a Flask environment, followed by building the disk application. All of these steps are being handled automatically. The only requirement is to approve the process. This leads to the creation of a web interface, the configuration of Flask routes, and establishing the connection between front-end and back-end. Once complete, the Flask application becomes functional and can be utilized as needed. At this point, the environment is being fully configured. During setup, all required dependencies are being installed sequentially. These can also be overridden if necessary. In case any issues arise during the process, there's the option to pause it, resolve the issue, and then resume or restart the setup as needed. Now a fully functional app is up and running. The setup includes a Flask environment and a Flask-based application. A design framework has also been integrated. Once Gemini is closed, a complete line of code becomes visible. Going back to the beginning, the prompt was to create a full-featured command line to-do list application in Python. This application allows users to add, view, mark as complete, and remove tasks. It also includes data persistence, so the list is saved to and loaded from a file. At this point, all files are executing. For now, it is running actively. If stopping is required, clicking here will halt the process. Additional variations can also be explored. The tool now states that it has delivered a well-structured codebase, which is ready to use directly. Reviewing the tasks, 3 main items appear overall. The first is to create a fully functioning build. Then comes a command line to-do section, which has been simplified slightly. Lastly, it has been run entirely through a web interface. Several individual cells are available here for execution. These are the same sections visible from the beginning. Both tasks and subtasks are available and have already been included. Initially, when using Gemini for regular development or other coding tasks, any prompt written would be interpreted accordingly. For example, entering the same prompt here, copied now, can be pasted into the full code editor provided. This editor allows for more efficient development. It returns some relevant code snippets, a few core features, and outlines specific data structures. However, if a more refined version of the code is needed, one that is functional, and when notes and code can be saved together, it can be added directly and execution can begin. This output here offers only informational content, whereas the application advances one step further. This represents a stage aligned with real-time development. For instance, if there's a need to open a new session, various options can be selected within it. Once chosen, the code can be executed directly while actively developing. And from here, the process can be initiated. It's hoped that this explanation clarifies how the Google-based tool functions. Consider subscribing to the channel and giving the video a like. If possible, explore the complete playlist dedicated to real-time development sessions, which is available on the channel. Going through those will help provide a clearer understanding of how the development process functions and how to benefit from it in individual learning journeys. Many thanks.